Hello everyone and welcome back to Biblinkers. In today's video, we'll talk about the gymnosperm. So from gymnosperm in your syllabus, only Pinus and Cycas has been covered. So first we'll talk about what the difference between these two plants. First difference is that in Cycas the stem is unbranched and in case of Pinus the stem is branched. Second difference lies at the root level. In Cycas the colloid roots are present and these roots show association with the bacteria which is a cyanobacteria. In Pinus, the roots show association with the fungi and the association is known as a mycorrhizal association. Third difference, Cycas is a dioecious plant. That means the male and the female plant are present separately. The male plant will bear the male cone and the female plant will bear the female cone. Pinus is a monoecious plant. That means the male and the female cone are present on the same plant. Now let's begin with the general characters of gymnosperms. All gymnosperms, they are heterosporous. Hetero means different and sporous means spore. So in gymnosperms you will find two types of spores. One is microspore and another one is megaspore. In gymnosperm vessels are absent, but there are few exceptions are present which are Neetum, Ephedra and Welvacia which have vessels. Gymnosperms, they have sieve cells and albuminous cells. The primary root system in gymnosperm is the taproot system. Now let's talk about the leaves of gymnosperm. They have thick cuticle, reduced surface area and sunken stomata. Because of these three features, the leaves of gymnosperm can reduce transpiration. As a result, they can withstand the extremes of temperature, humidity and wind. Now let's begin with the life cycle of gymnosperm. In gymnosperm, there is a male cone and female cone is present. Male cone will bear the microsporophyll and female cone will bear the megasporophyll. Microsporophyll will have the microsporangium and megasporophyll will have the megasporangium. In gymnosperm, the megasporangium is equivalent to ovule and ovule is orthotropous and it's unitegmic. That means it has only one integument. Microsporangium will bear the microspore mother cell. Similarly, in megasporangium, inner to the integument, there is a nucellus tissue is present. One cell of the nucellus tissue get differentiated and form the megaspore mother cell. Now meiosis will take place. When microspore mother cell undergo meiosis, it will produce the haploid microspore. When megaspore mother cell undergo meiosis, it will produce the 4 haploid megaspore. Now out of these 4 haploid megaspore, 3 get degenerated and only 1 is functional. This functional megaspore will known as the female gametophyte. And in case of gymnosperm, the female gametophyte is equivalent to the endosperm. That means the endosperm is forming before fertilization and it's haploid in nature. Now this female gametophyte will bear the archegonium. Now let's come back to the microspore. The microspore will undergo the 2 mitotic division and it will produces the vegetative nucleus and the 2 male gametes. Now at maturity, this microspore will have only 1 vegetative nucleus and 1 male gamete because the other male gamete get degenerated. So the pollen grain at maturity in gymnosperm will only have the vegetative nucleus and 1 male gamete. When the compatible pollen grain landed on the micropolar end of the ovule, from the germ pore pollen tube arises. This pollen tube reaches the mouth of the archegonium. Once it reaches the mouth of the archegonium, the pollen tube will release the male gamete in the archegonium. The male gamete, when come in contact with the egg, the fusion takes place or fertilization takes place. And the product of the fertilization is the zygote. Once the zygote is formed, this zygote will undergo the further mitotic division and result in the formation of the embryo. Now once the embryo is formed, the integument of the ovule will form the seed coat. So seed in case of gymnosperm will consist of the seed coat, embryo and the endosperm. Now remember one most important point that the seed in gymnosperms are naked seed because ovary is absent. That's all from Gymnosperm. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the content, do share it with your friends and give it a huge thumbs up. Thank you and see you in the next video.